Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, please tell loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I pay my obeisance to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express my all gratitudes and make many prayers to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful dual services to Srimati Radharani and Gopinath. I also express my gratitude for having given us the golden opportunity to us to go back to Godhead. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 You can understand English? See, here in the Bhagavatam, this is in 12 cantos. We are in the first canto because we cannot straight away go to 10th canto where it is the pastime of Lord Sri Krishna. Right from the beginning, we have to do that is the instruction given by Secunderabad Goswami and Srila Prabhupada. So, in the first canto, in the first chapter, in the sages in Naimisaranya, they have prayed to their spiritual master Sutta Goswami 6 questions. In reply to the 6 questions, Sutta Goswami started replying them from the second chapter onwards. And we are in the third chapter. This third chapter it tells about the Krishna is the cause of all his incarnations. Generally, we know that he has taken 10 incarnations, Dasavatara, but it's not that. He has taken many thousands and thousands of incarnations. And he is the reason for all his incarnations. Not only for his incarnation, but the total creation itself is the reason. He is the source. So, in this third chapter, we have finished 24 verses. Everything was told, short this thing, we got detailed of those incarnations will come at a later stage. So, we finished till Rama's incarnation, Krishna incarnation also. And today we are going into 25th verse. I shall repeat this verse 3 times slowly. You please tell along with me loudly. Ataso Yuga Sandhyayam Dasyu Prayesu Rajasu Janita Vishnu Yasaso Namna Kalkai Jagatpatihi Ataso Yuga Satyayam Dasyu Prayesu Rajasu Janita.
Shloka number
25th.
1.3.25.
Yeah. Janita Vishnu Yasaso Namna Kalkai Jagatpatihi Ataso Yuga Sandhyayam Dasyu Prayesu Rajasu Janita Vishnu Yasaso Namna Kalkir Jagatpatihi Ataso Yuga Sandhyayam Dasyu Prayesu Rajasu Janita Vishnu Yasaso Namna Kalkir Jagatpatihi. The word to word meaning of this verse is Ataha means thereafter. Aso, the same Lord. Yuga, Sandhyayam, at the conjunction of the yugas. Sandhya means not just evening, it is Sandhya between two yugas. Two yugas. Thus you, plunderers, Prayeshu, almost all, Rajasu, the governing personalities, Jenda will take his birth, Vishnu, named Vishnu, Yasasaha, surnamed Yasa, Namna, in the same of Kalkihi, the incarnation of the Lord, Jagatpatihi, the Lord of the creation. The immediate narration is translation. Thereafter, at the conjunction of two yugas, the Lord of the creation will take his birth as Kalki, incarnation, and become the son of Vishnu Yasa. At this time, the rulers of the earth will have degenerated into plunderers. Here, its meaning is, see, in Satya also he has taken many incarnations. He has taken the incarnation of Matsya in the form of fish, as a tortoise, Surma Avatara, Varaha, wild boar, and Narsinga Avatara. Narsinga is a rare incarnation where he has taken the incarnation half human form and half lion form. And that too, he made the pillar as this mother's womb and he has come out of it. Like he has taken many incarnations in different yugas. In Treta Yuga, he has taken the Rama Avatara as a pure human form. He has not come with any of his powers. After coming here, again he acquired from through Agastya Maharshi, Indra and Agartha for the killing of Ravana. But otherwise, while taking birth, like a normal human being, he was in the womb of Kausalya Mata. Again, we generally they will be there in the womb of mother for 9 months. Immediately after 9 months, women will be there scared, they go to the gynecologist and get it cut for the delivery of the child. But whereas Rama was there for 12 months, that is the right time, that is the reason he is known as Purna Garbha. He is known as Purna Garbha. And again Krishna Avatara. In Krishna Avatara, Krishna Paramatma, Supreme Lord who is in Golaka Vrindavana, he himself has taken the form as Krishna, and in the womb of Devaki she was pregnant. But at the time of delivery, he was never delivered by like us. He was just manifested before Devaki Devi and Vasudeva in the prison, all his weapons. Whereas whatever pregnancy was there, only for appearance that was pregnant. But otherwise he manifested before there. Like he has taken different incarnations, and in Dwapara Yuga he has taken 5 incarnations, not one. He has incarnated as Vyasa Bhagavan, and also Krishna Paramatma. Before he has incarnated as Krishna, he himself was Narayana earlier in Satya Yuga. Nara was Rishi, Narayana was Krishna. Today also you can see Narayana and Badrinath. So that Narayana themselves they have taken the form of Arjuna and Krishna. So Vyasa Bhagavan, Arjuna and Krishna. Again the other one is Rukmini's son Pradyumna. He is also Krishna himself. And again Rukmini's grandson Aniruddha, he is also Krishna himself. Like that he has taken 5 incarnations during Dwapara Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, about 600 to 700 years back, because in Treta Yuga in human form, Rama performed how to respect elder parents, how to respect the acharyas, how to love his own brothers, how to love his wife, how to love the animals like Jambavanta bear or monkeys, Jatayu bird and all those things. At that time the people who understand him, they followed. But later again they left. During Dwapara Yuga, Krishna Paramatma himself incarnated and he tried to instruct right from his childhood. Right from his childhood, many times he tried, not once or twice. When Yashoda Mata asked him to open the mouth, he opened his mouth and shown the complete universe. They were all surprised. Yashoda Mata herself, she fallen down unconscious. But after regaining, she felt happy that with God's blessing he showed everything. She did not think that he himself was God. And Krishna expected that she would question him and you can answer her. But it did not happen. Again later when during the Rasa dance with gopis, when he was dancing with them, every gopi wanted Krishna to dance with him. So there were thousands of gopis. He became thousands of Krishnas and danced with everybody. They were very happy. They were very happy to have Krishna dancing with them. But they never questioned, who are you? Because so many forms, how can anybody can take? We can't take beyond one form. So again, during Govardhan Hill, when that was lifted, all the devotees there, covered boys, covered girls, everybody there, offerings. And Krishna and they were sitting all around the Govardhan Hill. When the offering was made all over the hill, Krishna appeared all over the hill and is accepting it. They seen Krishna taking their offerings, but they never questioned him. Like that, again, when he shown the Vishwarupa to Dhritarashtra and all Kauravas, he has given the divine vision to the blind fellow, Dhritarashtra, but was even morally blind. After seeing Vishwarupa, he said, Krishna, I don't want this vision. Will you please take it away, because if I, with this eyes, if I see my sons dying, I will not be able to tolerate. Like that, he has given up the eyes again. What Krishna thought is, realizing Krishna, he would come to an understanding and avoid the battle. But he never understood that one. No, neither Bhishma, everybody has seen his Vishwarupa, but nobody convinced the Dhritarashtra. Bhishma, Vidura tried to convince, but they never followed him. Because Vidura himself was Dharmaraja, Yama. So, nobody followed him. And again, when in Kurukshetra, earlier also, when Narada Maharshi visited Krishna Paramatma, he was there with Rukmini. Narada knows that he is Supreme God, he is Sarvavyapi. Krishna is spread all over, even he is here also, we can't see him. But when Narada came to Krishna, for the purpose of we knowing about Krishna, he just made a question. Krishna, you married 16,108 women. How can you stay with all these people at a time? They must be quarreling with you. But how are you able to feel them happy? Then you said, oh, no, I do not know, I don't understand, you only go and see. So Narada went to each and every house, all the 10,108, everywhere Krishna is there. Everywhere Krishna is there. But Narada need not question, he knew that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Like that, Krishna tried to give instruction, but nobody asked him. In the Kurukshetra war, when Arjuna was made a question, oh Krishna, in this battlefield, I am seeing all my acharyas, grandfathers, brothers, friends, relatives. If I kill, start the battle is there, I'm not a coward, I will not run away. If I start hitting at them, they will not remain alive, they will all die. And I will go to hell because of killing so many people over here. So please tell me what to do. I should avoid going to hell, I don't want to go to hell. Then taking that reason, Nimitta, as Arjuna, he started narrating the entire Bhagavad Gita. And I do not know how much time he has taken. During that time, everything was made standstill. Everybody are there, everybody are just, they became still, including Pandavas. Only Arjuna and Krishna, they are having they are conscious. Krishna is telling, he is understanding. For us, we need to read the verse, read the meaning and read the translation, understand, narrate everything. But for Arjuna it was not necessary, because he is a learned scholar, he knows Vedas, Sanskrit. Krishna was telling the 700, all the verses continuously. All the verses continuously, he understood everything. So like that, Krishna made instructions, and after making all these instructions, immediately after the Abhimanyu's killing, again Arjuna, he has fallen down. He said, Hare So immediately after that, Arjuna has fallen down. Then Krishna said, Arjuna, what is that you are doing? Just now instructed so much of Bhagavad Gita, everything, you have forgotten about it. Then again, second time he has instructed Bhagavad Gita in 36 chapters. Presently we don't have that one because Mahabharata is compiled in 60 lakh verses by Vyasa Bhagavan. On the earth only 1 lakh verses are there. Other verses are 14,000 are available in Devaloka, 40,000 in Gandharloka, again some in Pitruloka, Sadhuloka, like that. In Mahabharata is available only with 1 lakh verses. In that 1 lakh verses, only the 700 verses of the first Bhagavad Gita is mentioned. And Vishnu Sahasranama recited by Bhishma is there. So, like that, he instructs 36 chapters of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna at the time of Abhimanyu is there. Again, when Ghatotkacha is, again Bhima, Dharma, everybody. So many times he instructed. After doing all instructions, when they were not able to understand Krishna properly, he took them to Bhishma. After the war is over, he took them to Bhishma, and Bhishma has narrated the Vishnu Sahasranama to them. And after all this, even at the end of Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, when Krishna left for Goloka Vrindavana, again everybody forgot about this one. Nobody really realized that Krishna is God. Only few people could realize it. So in Kali Yuga, for our benefit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about between 600 to 700 years ago, Krishna incarnated himself as a devotee, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he has given us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because in Kali Yuga we have very less time. So for us to chant this Hare Krishna mantra is a good practice, so that at the end of our life we will be able to remember Krishna. So in this Kali Yuga, in the beginning, Krishna is incarnated as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this verse, they are telling about Kalki. In this regarding Kalki, before I go to that one, already there are some 15 Kalki Bhagavans are there. There is also some very big temple in Chittoor district. That is wrong. It's a fake this thing. All these 15 Kalki Bhagavan, 10 or 15 Kalki Bhagavan, they are behind the bars. Because they pretend to be Kalki Bhagavan, they are not Kalki Bhagavan. Kalki Bhagavan is yet to come, because Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years total period, out of which only 5,250 years is elapsed. Balance 4,26,250 years is there. Only at that end. And when the next Satyuga comes, during the transition period, Kalki Bhagavan will incarnate here on the earth in Gujarat state, in a Sambala village, in a Brahmin family belonging to Vishnu Yasa. He will take their incarnation, and this time he will come on a white horse with a sword in his hand. So here is another foretelling of the advent of Lord Kalki, the incarnation of Godhead. He is to appear at the conjunction of the two yugas, that is present Kali Yuga and next Satya Yuga. Like the calendar months, which after January to December, again January repeats. Similarly, after Krita Yuga, this Kalki Yuga, again the Krita Yuga, the Satya Yuga will come. In between these two yugas, Kalki will incarnate. The naming of the Kali Yuga and beginning of the Satya Yuga. The cycle of 4 yugas, namely Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali, rotates like the calendar months. The present Kali Yuga lasts for 4,32,000 years, out of which we have just passed 5,250 years. So, 5,000 years of the battle of Kurukshetra, and at the end of regime of King Parikshit. So, there are 4,27,000 years balance yet to be finished. Therefore, at the end of this period, incarnation of Kalki will take place. As foretold in the Srimad Bhagavath, the name of his father is Vishnu Yasa, a learned Brahmana, and the village Sambala. Sambala are also mentioned. As above mentioned, all these 4 links will prove to be factual in chronological order. That is the authority of the Srimad Bhagavath. Again, one may have doubt. The Tirupati Balaji Sri Venkateshwara, he is the people they believe as Kali Yuga Daiva. Yes, he is definitely the Kali Yuga Daiva, but he does not belong to this Kali Yuga. Like so many calendar months are elapsing, so many years are passing. Similarly, so many Chaturyugas, from Satya Yuga to Kalki Yuga, totally it is 43,50,000 years. So So many Chaturyugas, even scientists agree, this creation is billions and billions of years old. Presently, this is the in present day of Brahma. It is the 28th Chaturyuga is going on. 28th Chaturyuga is going on, and 7th Manu. 7th Manu, this is Vayusto Manu. Each Manu will have 70 Manus. Each Manu will have 70 Chaturyugas, and Chaturyuga, one Chaturyuga is 43 lakh 20,000. So you can calculate into how many times it is already this universe is old. Again, this universe, this is not one universe. This is Akila Kota Brahmanda. Akila Kota Brahmanda means many crores of universes are there. Scientists have agreed. There are millions and millions of Milky Way oceans. What we call as Kshira Samudra. What we call as Kshira Samudra, there are many of them. And in every universe, there are many planets like Sun planet, Moon planet, Indraloka, Chandraloka, so many planets are there. Above Earth there are 7, below Earth there are 7. So in every universe there is one Vaikuntha, one Kailasa and one Brahmaloka. So in the initial during creation also it was told in short way earlier, that I shall repeat it for your purpose now. When in the Goloka Vrindavana, Sri Krishna Paramatma, he will make himself into 4 forms. One is himself as Paravasudeva, and other 3 are Sankarshana, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. This Sankarshana will be in charge of Pralaya, for all Pralayas, that is small Pralaya, big Pralaya. Every Yuga will have one Pralayas. Like some volcanoes come, earthquakes, all those things will happen. There will be a lot of disturbances. Again, Mahapralaya will be there, and at the end of one Kalpa, all the universes will enter into the womb of Krishna. So many things will happen. So, Sankarshana will be in charge of that activity. Aniruddha, he will take form of the Sri Mahavishnu in all the Vaikunthas of Akila Kota Brahmanda. And the Sankarshana, while taking the all Prayalas also, he will also take incarnations Adisheshu in all the Vaikunthas. And from the navel, Navi, from the navel umbilicus of Mahavishnu, a lotus flower will sprout, and in the lotus flower, the first living being, Chaturmukha Brahma, he is the first living being. He will be created by the Supreme Lord Krishna. And from that Brahma's mind, he will create Mansaputra, Sanaka Sanandanada, 4 rishis. And when Brahma asks him to continue the progeny, they say, we are devotees of Krishna, we don't want to continue the progeny, because they want to be Ajama Brahma. In that one, Brahma, Chaturmukha becomes very angry. Out of that angry mood, creation will be made, that is Rudra, Shiva. Shiva will come out of that angry mood of Brahma. And here what happened is, he is the 3rd creation. From Mahavishnu is the 3rd creation, Shiva. But Shiva, he occupies the 2nd position after Mahavishnu, because out of many qualities, there are 64 important qualities are there. They are possessed only by Krishna Paramatma, none else. Nobody else has, no Devatas, no one else has. Out of which Shiva is also having 52 of those qualities, and Chaturmukha Brahma is having 43 qualities. We human beings have 21, but we forget those things also. We don't follow all those 21 also. So, Shiva being possessing 52 qualities, he is considered as number 2 after Mahavishnu. Today is Mahashivaratri, everyone is celebrating. Again, it is not his birthday, because we do not know when the creation has taken place. How can we know that date and all those things? So this Mahashivaratri is celebrated because Daksha Prajapati, he had a daughter, Parvati. Shiva fell in love with Parvati, he wanted to get married. But Shiva does not have any wealth. Daksha seeing that Shiva does not have any, he disagrees to give his daughter in marriage. Like that, okay, we will not get into that business, that's in short. So for that reason, Mahashivaratri is celebrated. Regarding this Tirupati Balaji, he belongs to earlier Kali Yuga. He is manifestation of Sri Mahavishnu. Practically he has appeared over here on the earth at that time. Because there is a Tirupati history book available in Tirumala TTD bookstore. In that book they have clearly mentioned that this Sri Venkateswara belongs to earlier Kali Yuga. And in that book they have also mentioned that during Treta Yuga, Rama has visited Tirumala Kshetra. Rama has visited Tirumala Kshetra, and also during Dwapara Yuga, one of the Pandavas, Bhima, he has visited Tirumala Kshetra. And when we go there, whether it is real or not, I do not know, they are the guides who take us to this Akashananga and other waterfall areas. They show some very big rock and say that is the stone thrown from that place to there by Bhima. They narrate like that one. All these things are mentioned in that Tirupati history of published by the TTD. And this Tirupati Balaji is the Kali Yuga Deva of the earlier Kali Yuga. For the present Kali Yuga, Kalki Bhagwan is yet to incarnate, and which happens only after next 4,27,000 years, not before that. For any reason, if somebody says he is Kalki Bhagwan, we should not believe, they are all fake. So earlier I just told you that there are more than 12 to 15 behind bars. So, as mentioned above, all these fortellings will prove to be factual in chronological order. This is the authority of Srimad Bhagavatam. We need to have faith in Srimad Bhagavatam, because this Bhagavatam is compiled by Vedavas Bhagwan, who is nothing but the incarnation of Krishna Paramatma himself. So we have to have full faith in Srimad Bhagavatam and believe it. Now, since we have some more time, we will go into the next verse, 26th verse. Please repeat with me this verse 3 times. Avatara. Please repeat loudly. Avatara. Hi asankyeya hare sattva nide vijaha eta vidasinaha kulyaha sarasaha yuhu Sahasrasaha Avatara Hi Asankyeya Hare Sattva Nide Vijaha Eta Vidisaniha Kulyaha Sarasaha Syu Sahasrasaha Avatara Hi Asankyeya Hare Sattva Nide Vijaha Eta Vidasinaha Kulyaha Sarsaha Syuhu Sahasrasaha Avatarahi Asankyeya Hare Sattva Nide Vijaha Eta Visrama Kulyaha Sarsasyu Sarsaha Avataraha, the incarnations, he certainly Asankyeya, innumerable, Harehe of Hari, the Lord, Sattvaha Nire of the ocean of goodness, Vijaha, the Brahmanas, Yataha, as it is, Avidasinaha, inexhaustible, Kulyaha, divulgates, Sarsaha, vast lakes, Syuha, or Sahasraha, thousands of O Brahmanas. Here Sudamarshi is addressing the sages in Naimshani, is telling, O Brahmanas, the incarnation of Lord is innumerable. We can't count how many are there. Suppose if we take a fist of sand in our hand, we can't tell how many grains are in that hand. We can't count number of hairs on our head, body. Similarly, the number of incarnations of God is innumerable. It is thousands. I don't say it is thousands of incarnations, because this creation is very, very, very old. The list of incarnations of personality of God and given here is not complete. They themselves are committing, this is not complete. Bhagavatam is made of 12 cantos. But in these 12 cantos we can't narrate, because no one has seen all the incarnations, and it is innumerable. It is only a partial group of all the incarnations. Already generally we know only 10 avatars, but already I have narrated 21 incarnations. 21 incarnations short. They will be detailed in the later chapters. Again, there are many others like Hayagriva Avtara. Again, this Hayagriva Avtara, we generally people worship Ganesha and Saraswati for the purpose of acquiring knowledge. That is wrong. That is wrong. See, Ganesha, who is the son of Shiva and Parvati, definitely we need to worship him. He is a demigod. We should not disrespect. I am not disrespecting. We need to give respect. But at the same time, he is a Devata responsible for, he will not see that no hurdles will come in our actions. Whatever action we are doing, if you pray to him, you will see that no hurdles will come to us. And if you worship Saraswati Devi, it's not that she will give us knowledge. Saraswati Devi, she controls our speech. And this whatever vocal cord is there, she controls that one. All this is because of the power given by the Saraswati, she controls like that. Whereas this Hayagriva, many times this originally the Veda is only one. During the creation, Veda was instructed by Sri Krishna Paramatma to Chaturmukha Brahma to follow the Vedas and do the further creation. This Brahma, he has out of carelessness, he lost the Vedas many times. So at one time, this Hayagriva, in the form of Hayagriva incarnation, as a Matsya also, he has saved the Vedas. In Matsya Avtara, as in Hayagriva Avtara also, he saved the Vedas and returned it to. Again, it's not in the book form. Presently, we have it in book form, but it's not in the book form. It is only the sound form. Sound form only. That sound form also, he could not control it. He could not keep it. He lost it. Demons have taken it away. They wanted to become Chaturmukha Brahma. So, Hayagriva had to kill them and take them back and restore it to Chaturmukha Brahma. So that Hayagriva incarnation, who has saved the Vedas, he is the God who gives us knowledge. We need to worship Hayagriva. So, Hayagriva is one of the avatara. Hari is another avatara, Hamsa avatara, Swan. Again, that Hamsa avatara was for purpose of saving the Vedas. I told you, Chaturmukha Brahma has got the Vedas many times. So, Matsya avatara also is saved, Hamsa avatara also is saved, again Hayagriva also. So, that is the Swan avatara, Prani Garbha. This was when Krishna incarnated as Krishna Garbha himself to Krishna king and queen. They made penance for 10,000 years. When God manifested before him, they did not know they should seek for the boon of moksha. They said, "Oh Krishna, you please incarnate as my son, not one time, 3 times." They wanted 3 times to be his son. So immediately he took the incarnation as Krishna Garbha in their Krishna's womb. So he was called as Krishna Garbha himself. Again, second time in Aditi's womb. That is Aditi is mother of Devendra. He took the incarnation as Vamana. Vamana, who became a younger brother to Devendra like that, and is also known as Upendra. So again, third time, Devaki Mata and Vasudeva, he incarnated as Krishna himself. And here Devaki, because in the original Krishna, those king and queen, they wanted Krishna to be incarnated son. So here also he has incarnated their son, but immediately went to Yashoda Mata, because in Yashoda Mata and Nanda Mata is their early life, they wanted to see the pastimes of Krishna. They want to see the pastimes of Krishna, so he was born in the womb of Devaki, but he left to Yashoda Mata to show his childhood pastime to them. Like that it has happened. And Vibhuhu, Satyasena, Vaikunta, Sarvabhauma, Vishwaksena, like Ganesha who takes care of the hurdles for the Shiva devotees. For Vaishnava devotees, we believe that Vishwaksena, if you perform the worship of Vishwaksena, he would see that no hurdles come in our actions. We believe in Vishwaksena. Dharmasetu, Sudama, Yogeshwara, Brahbandhu and others are bygone ages. And all these are different avatars of Krishna. Sri Prahlada Maharaja said in his prayer, "My Lord, you manifest as many incarnations as there are species of life. Here there totally 84 lakhs different species are there. Right from ant to Chaturmukha Brahma, we have 84 living beings. And in these 84 living beings, we have taken many lakhs of births. Not one or two births, many lakhs of births. Depending upon our karma, past deeds, whether good deeds or bad deeds. If we have done some good deeds, we have gone to Uttamaloka. We have enjoyed like Devatas, what they have enjoyed. And again, after that Punya is over, Punya is completed, diminished, we come back to the earth. In the remaining balance, if we have something left out, we will take the human form. But generally, we get into some animal form or go to hellish forms based on the balance of the bad karma. Because as a human being, it's not that we are doing only punya. We will be doing both of them. Which is, we do not know which is big, which is small. So again, if balance of bad is there, we take those forms. Once we are in those forms, we will be taking number of, please for have the same, you can sit, continue. It will take for another 20 minutes class, you can continue. So, again, this is also based on karma. But if anybody non-Vegetarians are right there, please don't mistake me, please excuse me. I'll tell you about that one. If you are consuming some non-vegetarian, chicken, fish, pork or some goat, sheep, whatever it is, n number of times you take. How many number of times you take? Whether you take daily, weekly, yearly, or whatever it is. How many animals you have cut? That number of times into 10 times you are going to take those births. And at that time, we will not have this human body to cry. Even in those forms we cry also, there will be nobody to scream also, there will be nobody to come and save us. They will cut and they will enjoy. Again, those animals which you have cut, maybe they must be having different forms. In those forms, they will be enjoying what you have enjoyed in presently, they will enjoy at that time. So, not only that, we should not make this body as a cremation ground. When we are dead, we are taken to the burial ground, we are buried or cremated. While you are killing an animal and you are eating, you are making this body as a cremation ground, burial ground. You should not make it. This body is a temple because along with our Atma, Paramatma is there. Along with the Atma, Paramatma is there. See, you have went to the temple, you are maintaining it very clean. You are all coming and praying. So, like that, this Paramatma is there. You should realize him and maintain this as a temple. So, Prahlada says, how many, namely aquatics, Prahlada is telling here. It's not that I am telling him, Prahlada is telling the same thing. There are species of life, namely aquatics, the vegetables, the reptiles, the birds, the beasts, the men, the demigods, etc. Just for the maintenance of faithful and annihilation of unfaithful. You advent yourself in this way, in accordance with the necessity of the different yugas. Because in Treta Yuga, Ravana had to be killed by only a human being, because he had moved from Brahma. So, Vishnu has incarnated, Krishna has incarnated in the human form. Again, like in Vamana Avatara, in Aditi's womb, he has taken a Vamana as a Brahmin, small, short boy, just for begging. See, he is Supreme God, he is a giver, he never begs. Whereas he has taken incarnation as a Vamana to beg 3 steps of land from Vamana. He never minded to beg because he can't kill Bali. Bali is his own devotee. Indra is also his devotee, he has to save all the kingdoms for Indra, for the purpose of Indra. So he took the, as a Brahmin boy and he sought begging of 3 steps of land. Like that, depending upon the yuga time and the requirement of it, he takes incarnation as he wishes. We cannot take our births as we like. It depends upon our karma, action. We take births in different wombs. But whereas God, he can incarnate anyway. He has incarnated as a fish, he has incarnated as a tortoise, he has incarnated as a boar, he has taken pillar as a woman, incarnated as Lord Narasimha. Like that, whatever it is, out of his sankalpa, determination, he takes the form. Whereas we can't take that form. You advent yourself in this way in accordance with the necessity of different yugas. In the Kali Yuga, you have incarnated God as a devotee. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This incarnation of Lord in Kali Yuga is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are many other places in both in the Bhagavatam and other scriptures like Mahabharata and Ramayana, in which the incarnation of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explicitly mentioned. In the Brahma Samhita also, it is said directly that although there are many incarnations of Lord, such as Rama, Narsimha, Varaha, Matsya, Kurma and many others, the Lord himself sometimes incarnates in person. Lord Krishna and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are not therefore incarnation, but the original source of all other incarnations. This will be clearly explained in the next sloka. Next verse they will explain it, will elicit in detail. See, the Lord is the inexhaustible source for the innumerable incarnations, for all incarnations. For us, if we have a crore of rupees, after some time it exhausts. Similarly, this body it will exhaust. We will be in childhood, youth, we will enjoy all those things there, but every day to day, every second there changes are there, but we cannot see those changes every second, but at least a week or 10 days we can see changes. Some small changes we can see every year, we can see changes. We celebrate so many festivals and the birthdays, all those things, saying that I have become 20, I have become 30, 40, like that. But every birthday we are in the death. Every birthday we are near the death. It's not that we are going to develop like this. But once we become old, our skins become wrinkled. We get disease. Due to accidents or something, in the young age also it can happen. So, and finally, we are going to leave this body. Whereas for Krishna, it is not that one. It is inexhaustible. He is there. He is there in Goloka Vrindavana. Also, he is in all the universes as well as on the earth. He is there. In the earth also he is there. He is Sarvavyapi. He cannot be seen with his eyes, but he is there in everything. In living and not living also he is there. That is the reason we should not kick anything with our foot, because Paramatma is there in everything. Anu anuna unnan, ang se bhi hai. This will be clearly explained in next sloka. So the Lord is inexhaustible source for innumerable incarnations which are not always mentioned, but such incarnations are distinguished by specific extraordinary feats which are impossible to be performed by any living being. If anybody says I am very strong, there is nobody stronger than me. Nobody can believe that. Whereas in Krishna, he himself has lifted on his left finger. At that time he was only just 8 years old. He lifted Govardhani on his little finger, left finger for 7 days and nights. And he has held it and he saved so many people, which we can't, we can't do. We can't do. That is the general test to identify an incarnation of Lord, directly and indirectly empowered. Some incarnations mentioned above are almost plenary present. For instance, the Kumaras, the Sanakasananda Kumaras, who are the first creation from Brahma's mind, they are also the incarnations who, with the transcendental knowledge, that's the reason they never agreed to continue the progeny. Again, Sri Narada, Devarshi Narada is also the incarnation of Brahma, Parabrahma, empowered with devotional service. He always, every second, will be saying only Narayana, Narayana, excepting that Ashtaksi Mahamantra, Narayana Mantra, he will never say anything else. When he goes to the demons like Kamsa, Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, though they have restricted everybody, they prohibited everybody from doing worship of Narayana. When Narada comes and says Narayana, they are silent, they don't do anything. They can't do anything. So like that, he is always remembering Narayana. Maharaja Prithu is another empowered incarnation with executive function. As a king, Prithu also is the incarnation of Narayana, Sri Mahavishnu. The Matsya incarnation is directly clearly positioned. So again, clearly, it's not the complete form, Amcha. Again, these incarnations, there are of 8 types. Amshavatara, Amshavatara, Avishavatara, Vibhavatara, Archa Avatara, like this 5-6 times, Dvani Avatara. So Amsha Avatara is only part of his incarnation will be there. In Amsha also like that. Amsha Avatara is the Vedaswar Bhagavan is the Amsha Avatara. Avesha Avatara is Parashurama Avatara with lot of angry. Vibha Avatara is like Rama and Krishna, they are Vibha Avatara. Narasimha Avatara, they are all Vibha Avatara. Again, Archa Avatara. Archa Avatara is deity form. In Kali Yuga, we can't see Vibha Avataras like Rama and Krishna. In Kali Yuga, we can only see Archa Avatara in the deity form. This deity is having full power as Sri Krishna is having full power. Because he is made out of metal or some rock or something, we can't say that he does not have that power. Because he is installed there, chanting auspicious mantras, he is having all power. He can see through all his parts of body. Whereas we can see through our eyes, work through our hands, walk through our legs. But for him, he can do everything with every part of the body. So like that, Archa Avatara, again Dvani Avatara. This is Dvani Avatara. Grandha Avatara, scriptures. In the form of scriptures is there. In the form of Dvani sound, me telling about Krishna, like that Dvani. So like that is spread all over there and is also our Antaryana, Paramatma, which we can't see. Today we can't see all those things. We can't see Paravasudeva and Gaura Varundana. We can't see Mahavishnu in the Vaikuntha. We can't see Vibhavataras, they are past things, past glories of Rama and Krishna. Today we can have only three scenes. One is we can see the Archa Avatara, the other one we can listen the Dvani sound, and we can read scripture. Only these three times we can see, and he has given us one benefit out of this Archa Avatara. You can make in the form of Krishna, if you want to worship as Krishna. If you want to make him a Rama, you can make Rama. You can, any form, any deity form you can make. So like that, in the deity form, whichever you desire, you can make like that and worship him. So like that, he is available in this 7 different incarnations, but again, they are all innumerable. Innumerable. So for today, we'll stop the study about this one. And because already you know that in this Kali Yuga we have very less time, because our life itself is 100 years, out of which we spend lot of time sleeping for night time. During daytime also we have less time because we have to spend for our workplace, business place or what it is. So whatever left, all time left, we should, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed to do 64 rounds of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There are so many mantras. Ashtakshi Mahamantra is there, but that is very much regulated. That has to be chanted early in the morning, immediately before taking the water. That is the highest mantra. But because of regulation, we can't chant that mantra all the time. For that reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this Hare Krishna Mahamantra without any regulations. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra can be chanted, meditated upon 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days into our lifetime. So by doing this, so 64 rounds means again 700 days back, that much time must be there for the people living during that time. Now again, after a lapse of 700 years, we don't have that much time. Everybody will be running after their profession. For that purpose, at least you do one round holding chanting beads, one round whether at home or in the temple, wherever you are, you do one round. In the initial days it might take 15 minutes, but after practice it will take only just 6 to 10 minutes. You please chant for one round and without beads. While driving a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, while traveling the bus or train, wherever you are, at workplace or at home, while instead of chatting with friends and relatives some nonsense, you discuss about the glories of the God. You discuss and you chant and do a group chanting. Like that you practice this one so that at the end of life we will be able to remember Krishna Paramatma. Because in Bhagavad Gita, in 8th chapter, 5th sloka, Antakaja Mukte Malekaram, he said that you remember whatever we remember at the end of our life, we are going to get that type of life in the future. So it again depends upon what we practice. So we shall now chant his name, Hare Krishna mantra for 10 times and conclude for today. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Swasti Prabhya Prantyam Nyayena Margena Mahimeshaha Govardhavastu Nityam Samasta Loka Sunovantu Kayena Vacha Manasendrivyam Buddhyattate Swabhavat Karomi Yajjat Prasmai Narayana Sarpayami Srimad Sarvam Srivavati Mangalam Mangalam Jai Shri Radha Raghunath ki Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya ki Jai Shri Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai Shri Panchatattva ki Jai Shri Bhagavad Granth ki Jai Shri Hare Krishna Mahantra ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna.